Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna. Got a new audio system today. The speaker was okay, the microphone, which you ordered new one, so I think it should be fine now. Let's see this week. There's another one which can go also. Let's chant some mantra. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jasudanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jasudanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Bole Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bole Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Goshamanandi Hari Hari Bol. Let's sing a bhajan from the book. Okay. Go to page 19. 19, okay? Sri Guru Charana Padma. Let's read the translation first. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. Read together. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him ecstatic prema emanates. By him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord and Master of the devotees. O Loknath Goswami, O Master, be merciful unto me. Give me the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the three worlds. Okay. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Bandamo Isavadhana Mate যাহার প্রসাদে ভাই এ ভব তরিয়া যাই। কৃষ্ণ প্রাপ্তি হয় যাহা হইতে গুরুমুখ পদ্ম বাক্য চিত্তেতে করিয়া ঐক্য। আরনা করি হো মনে আশা, আরনা করি হো মনে আশা। শ্রী গুরু চরণে রতি এই সে উত্তম গতি। যে প্রসাদে পুরে সর্ব আশা, প্রসাদে পুরে সর্ব আশা। চক্ষুদান দিল যে জন্মে জন্মে প্রভু সেই, জন্মে জন্মে প্রভু জ্ঞান হৃদে প্রকাশিত, প্রেম ভক্তি যাহা হইতে অবিদ্যা বিনাশ যতে, অবিদ্যা বিনাশ বেদে গায় যাহার চরিত, শ্রী গুরু করুণা সিন্ধু আধম জনার বন্ধু, লোকনাথ লোকের জীবন, লোকের জীবন। আহা প্রভু কর দয়া, দেহ মোর পদ ছায়া, প্রভু কর দয়া, দেহ মোর পদ ছায়া। আহা প্রভু কর দয়া, দেহ মোর পদ ছায়া, প্রভু কর দয়া, দেহ মোর পদ ছায়া। আহা প্রভু কর দয়া, দেহ মোর পদ ছায়া। এবে দাস সুত্রিভুবন, এবে দাস সুত্রিভুবন, এবে দাস সুত্রিভুবন। প্রভুপাদ লইল শরণ, প্রভুপাদ পতিত পাবন। জয় প্রভুপাদ, জয় প্রভুপাদ, প্রভুপাদ জয় প্রভুপাদ, প্রভুপাদ জয় প্রভুপাদ, প্রভুপাদ জয় প্রভুপাদ। জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ, প্রভুপাদ, প্রভুপাদ জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ, প্রভুপাদ জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ। নমো বিষ্ণুপাদায় কৃষ্ণপৃষ্ঠায় ভূতলে শ্রীমতে ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামী নিত্য নামিনে। নমো কৃষ্ণপৃষ্ঠায় ভূতলে শ্রীমতে ভক্তি বেদান্ত স্বামী নিত্য নামিনে। নমস্তে सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Prabhupada ki, Harinam Sankirtan ki, Kali Yuga Dharma se Harinam Sankirtan ki. Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. So let's chant this Mangala Charan which is in the page. Who can remember? 5, right? 6, yeah. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chaksurunmilitam Yenai Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaham Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Udapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakha Nitamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhya Sasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatripad vande Sri Guru Dinatharinam Paramananda Madhavam Ishwaram Sri Chaitanya Devam. Harihi Om. Sorry, we did a average version, so we didn't cover the full thing. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 16 to 20. Huh? Table cover, I think it is my home. Roji, can you, Harisankirtan, add the internet password to this one, our credit card? Plates soon in my car. Yeah, that you can use that. And where is the blue one? Last time they throw it?
No, the blue ones are in the garage, the whole room.
No. Last time, whatever you used.
I think we threw it.
No, don't throw it. Reusing it. Cost cutting. Okay. Karma Yoga, Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, text 16. Evam pravritim chakram
एवं प्रवृत्तिं चक्रं
nanu vartayatha yaha
नानुवर्तायते यः
adhayur indriyayam ramo
अघायोरिन्द्रियाणां
mogham partha sajivati.
मोघं पार्थ सजीवति.
My dear Arjuna, you can repeat.
My dear Arjuna,
One who does not follow
one who does not follow
in human life
in human life
the cycle of sacrifice
the cycle of sacrifice
was established by the Vedas
established by the Vedas
certainly
certainly
leads a life
leads a life
full of sin,
full of sin,
living only for the
only for the
satisfaction of the senses.
satisfaction of the senses.
Such a person
Such a person
lives in vain.
lives in vain.
Purport I am reading. by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Mammonist philosophy of work very hard and enjoy Sanskrit vacation is condemned herein by the Lord. Therefore, for those who want to enjoy this material world, the above mentioned cycle of performing yajnas is absolutely necessary. One who does not follow such regulations is living a very risky life, being condemned more and more. By nature's law, the human form of life is specifically meant for self-realization in either of the three ways, namely Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, or Bhakti Yoga. There is no necessity of rigidly following the performances of the prescribed yajnas for the transcendentalists who are above vice and virtue. But those who are engaged in sanskritification require purification by the above mentioned cycle of yajna performances. There are different kinds of activities. Those who are not Krishna conscious are certainly engaged in sensory consciousness. Therefore, they need to execute pious work. The yajna system is planned in such a way that sensory conscious persons may satisfy their desires without becoming entangled in the reactions of sanskritificatory work. The prosperity of the world depends not on our own efforts, but on the background arrangements of the Supreme Lord, directly carried out by the demigods. Therefore, the yajnas are directly aimed at the particular demigod mentioned in the Vedas. Indirectly, it is the practice of Krishna consciousness, because when one masters the performance of yajnas, one is sure to become Krishna conscious. But if by performing yajnas one does not become Krishna conscious, such principles are counted as only moral codes. One should not, therefore, limit his progress only to the point of moral codes, but should transcend them to attain Krishna consciousness. So, in this way, people may think that yajna means Havan Kunda. What do you mean by yajna?
Fire sacrifice.
Fire sacrifice. That is your idea coming, right? So, but here there are different types of yajnas which is mentioned. So, what is the yuga yajna dharma for this Kali Yuga?
Nam Sankirtan.
Nam Sankirtan. What was there in Dwapar Yuga?
Meditation. No, Dwapar.
Arche Bigray. Deity worship. So, what is the yuga dharma for Treta Yuga?
Fire sacrifice.
Fire sacrifice. And what is the yuga dharma for Satya Yuga?
Meditation.
Meditation. So that is perfectly glorified by performing such things in those yugas. So what will happen if you do meditation in this Kali Yuga?
You fail.
You'll fail. Why? Because just like you go and sit under a neem tree, you'll get good air, right? Because neem tree has the power of medicinal values. But if you go and sleep under a cactus or some kind of poisonous tree, poisonous oak, you may get some infection because of no matter what you do. So similarly, every age has its own parameters of the yajna, and Kali Yuga is Nam Sankirtan yajna. So there are many people who practice in the name of meditation, but then they end up in doing laughing yoga or some kind of body exercise, and then they get diverted many different things. And in Indian culture, there are many people follow different Vedic systems. Some follow, we are Shrutivad, we don't follow Smritis. Those who follow Smritis, they don't, consider Shruti. There are people who follow Arya Samaj and all, they follow some fire sacrifice, only the fire sacrifice is the ultimate goal. There are people who follow only reading books, nothing else. So all the things which are different mentality which is coming, but they sub-categorically divided into Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, which Prabhupada mentioned. And Karma Yoga is very essential because which is performed by your hand, isn't it? By karma only you are earning money, isn't it? By meditation you are earning money. You have to type by your finger only. Either you are a plumber, use your hand. You are a computer engineer, you use your hand. You are a restaurant owner, you also use your hand to cook potato chips, isn't it? Or you are a surgeon, a doctor, you also use your hand. So the karma means that is the main function. But there are gross karmas, there is subtle karmas, and there are intellectual karmas. Means suppose a gardener is coming. This is like pretty much in the gross level. But a person who is defining a policy for the government, they need intelligence, even they are writing down in a pen. But writing down one letter or one sentence, it needs some bheja, means intelligence to bring that. So then it becomes mixed with jnana yoga, which is coming in the jnana yoga. But there are people who does, okay, you write our company manual. Then what you do is, I give you some money. I give you $1,000. Then Lakshya got some project and he find out, he make a company manual of 20 pages. But are you attached? When you pay the money, you are out, right? You don't care what manual is, what you do. You are consulting for many places. So Bhakti Yoga is where you are connected and you are attached to this process. That means that it is not about you are just doing this one. You are writing, I said, Lakshya, can you write a manual for our Yogpit center, how people should see it, what are the things. I don't pay you money, but you write very nicely. And after 1 month I say, you have imbibed in their heart, yes, we should come with socks, we should do this one, or some manuals when he writes. So that is Bhakti Yoga. Means where you have your interest, your self-interest is there for ultimate goal. So people, the Bhakti Yoga, which is considered like various sections, such as the derivatives, like Desh Bhakti, Matru Bhakti, Pitru Bhakti, then Community Bhakti. Then people has different bhaktis. I am Ayar Bhaktis. We are only Ayar groups. Then there is Sharma groups. Then there is regional groups. Then there is things which is bhakti belonging to certain entitlement. But that is not coming to the pure bhakti. Means when you die, you are today born as an Ayar, like Hari. Are you an Ayar? Yes, let's see, he's an Ayar community. Maybe next life he will be in, what is your competition in Ayar competition? Iyengar. Then he born in Iyengar next life. Then he said, I am Iyengar. Then next he born in Pakistan. Then he said, I am no more Ayar or Iyengar. I am following Muslims. So because the body is changing, so we are entitled for only this life. So why you have to be so attached to whether I am Telugu, or I am a Tamil, or I am a Sindhi, or a Pakistani, or a Mexican guys, or whatsoever. Why do we need to do it? Because anyway the life is gone. All the credit you have done is vanished. But your temperament to become something remains there in the further life. So Bhakti Yoga is little just same thing, different. Only thing is connects to God. Do you follow it? So that's right. But here Krishna is mentioning about that in the translation what we read, that one must follow the sacrifice which is by human life. If you don't follow, then you are coming to a life of sin. Because everybody is going through sense enjoyment, isn't it? When you get up early in the morning, people go, what is there? I was there in the cruise and they're likely mountain, the plates. What is the patties, the meat, and this, and egg, and so many. I said, somebody was saying they come to eat that much of the likely completely vanquish the whole ship. That much of food will be like gathered, the plates, like Govardhan, everybody has. So what is Krishna is mentioning here? Are you merely eating sin? Then we are eating also. We are also eating, but we are eating Krishna Prasadam, which is offered to Krishna. So let's read the 17, so we'll have better understanding. Yastvatmaratireva syat Atmatriptascha manavah Atmaneva cha santushtas Tasya karyam na vidyate. Can you use the microphone? We'll test. Can you read the translation?
But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated, for him there is no duty.
Read the purport also.
A person who is fully Krishna conscious and is fully satisfied by his acts in Krishna consciousness no longer has any duty to perform. Due to him being Krishna consciousness, all impiety within is instantly cleansed, an effect of many, many thousands of yajna performances. By such clearing of consciousness, one becomes fully confident of his eternal position in relationship with the Supreme. His duty thus becomes self-illuminated by the grace of the Lord, and therefore he no longer has any obligations to the Vedic injunctions. Such a Krishna conscious person is no longer interested in material activities and no longer takes pleasure in material arrangements like wine, women, and similar infatuations.
Yeah. So, how it is clearly said, takes pleasure in the self, means who has really gone through a self-realization process in life, means all the activities, because many of us who came to Krishna consciousness when we are completely absorbed in sensory activities, and we don't know. We can blame. People don't know that, okay, when you are coming to self-realization, then we know what is seen, what is sense enjoyment, etc., which you can recognize whether you perform or not or reject something. But before coming to even Krishna consciousness, we have no idea what is even talking about, what is seen, what is pious. It's hardly there is such kind of ideas come into my mind. I don't know, many of you might have heard it or not, but there are people who are in student life. If you go and stop them, hey, don't drink wine, they're going to stop it. You are going to sin, they can stop it. Very difficult, isn't it? Because they are so absorbed in things. So now, here Krishna is saying who are already pursuing in science of self-realization. In the previous text, what Krishna says? Our goal is self-realization. Self-realization means we need to know who am I and what is my relationship with God. You got it? Who am I is self-realization, and to know who God is and what is my relationship with God is God realization. So starting with self-realization means I am not this body, I am a spirit soul, and then we know that Paramatma is in my body and I am connected with the spirit soul. So we are hearing every day. So how do you practice it? That is the one Krishna is mentioning in the subsequent slokas. Let's read text 18. Naina tasya kritenartho na karteneha kaschana na chasya sarvabhuteshu kaschit artha vyapasrayaha. Can you read the translation and purport, Lakshmi?
A self-realized man has no purpose to fulfill in the discharge of his prescribed duties, nor has he any reason not to perform such work, nor has he any need to depend on any other living being. A self-realized man is no longer obliged to perform any prescribed duty, save and except activities in Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is not inactivity either, as will be explained in the following verses. A Krishna conscious man does not take shelter of any person, man or demigod. Whatever he does in Krishna consciousness is sufficient in the discharge of his obligation.
So we have three types of debts. Every human being, when you take birth, we have three types of debts. What are the debts? Debts to forefathers, debts to sages, and debts to the demigods. So how many debts we have?
Three.
And how many debts you have right now in material world? You have home debts, auto debt, credit card debt, and debt, right? Then we are so much debt, we are likely fully indebted to everybody. So the three categories of forefathers, sages, and demigods. Why were indebted to them, to forefathers? Because you have taken birth in the family. We got the human form of body, so you are indebted to your family dynasty. And how do you clear the debts? You pay some mortgage. How do you clear the debts? You clear the debts by producing children. So when you are becoming a father, that means your father is already cleared the debt of forefathers because you are born from him, isn't it? You are still debt You have to now come to that. So now, if it's forefather, how do you clear the depths of the sages?
Offering Pindadam.
No, not sages. Sages you will do by
Oh, sages, sorry. Sages is
reading
what?
scriptures or distributing scriptures. When you are reading Bhagavad Gita, that itself you are clearing the depth of the
Sages.
sages. That means when you are reading Bhagavad Gita and you are all distributing Bhagavad Gita, if somebody is not reading, that's also you are clearing the depths. And how do you clear the depths of the demigods?
Sacrifices.
By sacrifices. By chanting Hare Krishna, you are also clearing the depths of the demigods. What is the depths of the demigods? Nothing in the world is free, right? In America, there is in one airport, it is written, nothing in America is free. So in the God's world also, nothing is free. Sometimes he says the sun is free, the air is free, the oxygen is free, the water is free, that is there, but it has come with some gratitude. And that gratitude is, now how do I satisfy the king of heaven, Indra? By worshipping from Rig Veda. How do I satisfy the fire? Because with fire only you are able to cook. With fire only in your tummy you are able to digest food, because there are 4 types of fire. And it's oxygen which is going back and forth. And that's because the air, you are sustaining your life, so you are indebted to someone which is demigod, the Maruta, or the king of air. And how do you do that? Now if you do, 33 crores of demigods are there. If you perform 33 crores sacrifices for each demigod, then you will not be able to do it also. How do you do that? Simply chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you are clearing the depths of the demigods. So it's very simple. What are 3 things? Laksh, can you summarize? Use the microphone.
So we have depths to the forefathers, sages, and demigods. To clear the depths to the forefathers, you have to produce children. To clear the depth to the sages, you have to read Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures. And to clear the depth to the demigods, you have to chant the holy names.
Yes. So that's very simple. Because if you chant Om Indra Devaya Namaham, Om Varunaya Namaham, you can go on. But there are many demigods left. Hey, what about me? You didn't chant about Kubera? You will not get wealth now. Then you are, oh my God, okay, Om Kubera, Now you go and chant. We are not talking about the position. But the demigods are the servant of God. So when you chant the name of Vishnu, the master CEO, you are taken care. You are like, you don't need to go to vice president, director, manager, peon, clerk, everything. You don't need to do ghus to everybody. $5 or $10. CEO, you got the main contract, which is chanting the holy name of God. So let's go to, which one we did? 18 we did?
Yes.
19?
Yes.
Okay. Tasmadasakta satatam
Tasmadasakta satatam
karyam karma samachara
karyam karma samachara
asakto hi acharan karma
asakto hi acharan karma
param apnoti purushaha.
param apnoti purushaha.
Can you read Mataji? Translation, give to Guru. Yeah. Read the translation.
Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the Supreme.
Continue. Yeah, read.
The Supreme is the personality of Godhead for the devotees and liberations for the impersonalist. A person therefore acting for Krishna or in Krishna consciousness under proper guidance and without attachment to the result of work is certainly making a progress towards the supreme goal of life. Arjuna is told that he should fight in the battle of Kurukshetra for the interest of Krishna, because Krishna wanted him to fight. To be a good man or a non-violent man is a personal attachment, but to act on behalf of Supreme is to act without attachment for the result. That is perfect action of the highest degree recommended by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Vedic rituals like prescribed sacrifices are performed for the purification of impious activities that were performed in the field of sense gratification. But action in Krishna consciousness is transcendental to the reaction of good or evil work. A Krishna conscious person has no attachment for the results but act on behalf of Krishna alone. He engages in all kind of activities but is completely non-attached.
So, without being attached to the fruits or activities, one should act as a matter of duty. It's a very profound statement. You can talk in your corporate world. If you go to my company, you said that without attached to fruits, now no more bonus, nothing is there. People won't work. Will they work?
No.
No more salary, then nobody. We are going for that. People wanted to get the fruits, and that's the reason the whole action is created for them. Now, if you say that, what is the duty then? The duty comes when there is such as community service. People go for cleaning the ocean beach, or cleaning some river banks, cleaning some side of the road or something, which was done as a service. Because it's already predefined before that you are not getting a remuneration, it's a voluntary service, right? In that case, take an example. In the voluntary services, you are not demanding any fruits. Because when you are coming and serving in our voluntary services, such as many Matajis, they produced our yoga pit snacks, right? So did the demand give me a labor? No. So they did some service. And that's what today we have few boxes are there. You're most welcome to take. So the point is, they are not attached to the fruits of things. But when you are working in companies as a restaurant and all, they may be demanding same thing, give me $20 or $25. Now the question is, on what situation those fruits of activities you are attached to that, and how it is becoming matter of duty. So Krishna is here pointing out in terms of spiritual things. Just like you know one pastimes, Sukracharya and Bali Maharaj. When Vamandev was there, Sukracharya is pointing out not to commit to Vamandev to give 3 steps of land to Vamandev, because Bali Maharaj wanted to give. Because Sukracharya is attached to the fruits, means he is attached to the salary of Bali Maharaj or the maintenance of Bali Maharaj. So he said that if he's gone, then I am gone. He is the spiritual master of Bali Maharaj. So he is saying that, Bhaiya, tumhara paisa gaya to main bhi gaya. Means your money is gone, I am gone. So he is attached to this. Those kind of things he is saying, Krishna is mentioning. So spiritual teacher or leader also must not be attached to the fruits of his disciples or anything. And similarly, when you are practicing Krishna consciousness or anywhere else, then how to do this one? If you apply in your regular life, you will be in trouble. If you go to a company, tell them, I am not attached to my bonus, I am not attached to promotion, then it should be very good. I will exploit you now. Isn't it? But at least you give your fruits to Krishna. That is purification. So this is a very heavy statement. We keep it for our, in 8th chapter we'll maybe learn more of this text, okay? Let's read the last one, 20th. कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम्
कर्मैव हि संसिद्धिम्
अस्थिता जनकादयः
आस्थिता जनकादयः
लोकसंग्रहम् एवापि
लोकसंग्रहम् एवापि
संपश्यं कर्तुम् अर्हसि.
संपश्यं कर्तुमर्हसि.
Anyone volunteer to read the translation and purport? Mataji? Yeah, give it to Pranita.
Kings such as Janaka attained perfection solely by performance of prescribed duties. Therefore, just for the sake of educating the people in general, you should perform your work. Purport. Kings like Janaka were all self-realized souls. Consequently, they had no obligation to perform the prescribed duties in the Vedas. Nonetheless, they performed all prescribed activities just to set examples for the people in general. Janaka was the father of Sita and father-in-law of Lord Sri Rama. Being a great devotee of the Lord, he was transcendentally situated, but because he was the king of Mithila, a subdivision of Bihar province in India, he had to teach his subjects how to perform prescribed duties. Lord Krishna and Arjuna, the Lord's eternal friend, had no need to fight in the battle of Kurukshetra, but they fought to teach people in general that violence is also necessary in a situation where good arguments fail. Because the battle of Kurukshetra, every effort was made to avoid the war, even by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the other party was determined to fight. So, for such a right cause, there is a necessity for fighting. Although one who is situated in Krishna consciousness may not have any interest in the world, he still works to teach the public how to live and how to act. Experienced persons in Krishna consciousness can act in such a way that others will follow, and this is explained in the following verse.
Thank you. So we have got the new microphone. Do you see clarity now?
Yes.
Much better. Thanks to Hari Sankirtan. He ordered this new one. Give a big round of applause. So earlier, actually we used to get some leftover from our Harinam parties. So we are using it. But I think lately found out that it is causing some problem. So I just got it and it's very easy. Just put it and automatically you don't need to do any decibel check. Sound is clear, at least. Mataji was speaking, you can audible. I don't know internet how it is going, but at least in the room, we are having much more better sound. Okay, back to the one here. How many of you know King Janaka? Yeah, you know Janak, right? Sitaji's father. Janak himself is also glorified. Just by, what is this song we sang? Ram Navami, do you know? नहीं राम को देख कर जनक नंदिनी में देखी खड़ी रह गई. Yes. Give the microphone to her. Yes. Go ahead, give it. Complete the cycle. Yes. No, go. Finish this.
No, only the first line.
First line is good.
राम को देख कर श्री जनक नंदिनी बाग में जा खड़ी रह गई. राम को देख कर श्री जनक नंदिनी बाग में जा खड़ी रह गई. राम देखे सिया राम को, राम देखे सिया राम को, चार अखियां लड़ी रह गई.
Hari Bol. Okay. Yes. So when you are listening about Janak has a lot of stories. So, and he was such a great pious king. And Janak is also sometimes considered the spiritual master of Sukadev Goswami. Even in one of the yugas, his father Vyasdev advised him that who should you take Diksha. Then Vyasdev said there is only one person qualified to give you Diksha is Janak. And he said I am Brahmachari and all. Then there is a long story, but then he testing his guru, then how he failed, and then he surrendered to Janak. So King Janak is not an ordinary person, and because he is a karma yogi, by his prescribed duties, God is also pleased, but you need to excel in that part. In Bhakti Yoga, you don't need to excel. You just need to little bit, God is pleased. But in Karma Yogi, you need to come to some point, then God will be pleased. In Bhakti Yogi, you are just in the bottom line, God picks you up. So that's why we started Bhakti Yoga, so it's likely easy to please the Supreme Lord. So the King Janak, what he is famous for? Prescribed duties. And prescribed duties is what is prescribed duties? Kshatriya's prescribed duties is what? Administration, protection, fight, discipline, leadership. So these are all the qualities, right? Paricharyartakam karyam Sudra karma sabhavajam. And Krishi Goraksha Vanijam Vaishya karma. So similarly, for Kshatriya and Brahmanas also, the karmas are defined, the prescribed duties. So is forgiving is a quality of a Brahmana or a Kshatriya? Brahmana. A Brahmana is supposed to forgive, because when Parsuram was chastised by this king, Sahasrarjun, then he was very agitated when he stole the cow, right? Kamadhenu from Jamadagni's ashram. Then he was very agitated. But Parsuram's father advised him what? We are Brahmin and our job is to forgive. When Vishwamitra and Vasishtha is fighting, all the sons of Vasishtha was killed by even Vishwamitra. But Vasishtha did not retaliate. It is not their weakness. It is not the weakness of Vasishtha. Vasishtha, all the rishis, they know how to utilize nuclear atom bomb. The nuclear bomb, which is called Brahmastra. All the sages, they know how to utilize Brahmastra. Even Vasishtha, even Vishwamitra, even Narad Muni, even Jamadagni, everyone. So don't think that some king goes and took the cow, they cannot employ power. But their main quality is forgiveness. If they retaliate, then they don't remain as a Brahmarshi. They will be called as Sudras. Because the forgivingness, compassion, these are the power. But at the same time in a Kshatriya, if he is forgiving, no, Dandaniti. They must give punishment. There is no forgiving. If there is a fight between two Kshatriya brothers also, they have to come with soldiers with the sword and fight and kill one another. So there is no such thing. But if there is something, provocation happens in Brahmanas, Chamasya Madhusudanam, like Chamasya Prabhu, means we take forgiveness from you. Because that is the nature of the Brahmin. But the nature of Kshatriya is fight. When there is somebody challenging, what they do? They fight. When Bali was challenged by Sugriv, what said? Come on and fight with me. What did he do? He slept? No. He came with the Gada, right? Come on, let's fight. Again he came, then again Bali came. And what he did? He wanted to fight. They have a Kshatriya spirit, they are king. But nowadays, we see, that's what in this age of Kali, you will find out everybody is likely Sudra. Kalau Sarva Sudra means Paricharya. We are all Khusamatkari. Little Malis, a king A from one country goes, little Malis, he gets some $50 billion, some credit. Then the guy go Malis, little bit the massage. Then they do it. And not even no king know how to even operate. If somebody come with chaku, they don't know how to do. Do they know the skills, military skills? None of the leaders. Probably some may know, but technically they don't know, right? But they are in the city. So, but in Dwapara Yuga or Treta Yuga, in earlier days, king, tell me any king's name who doesn't know the military art. Arjun, does he know how to? Duryodhan, he knows. Karna, he knows. Janak, Bhishma, everybody knows. That's why they are in the king. If you don't know, then you become the next one, which is Vaishya. That means Krishi Goraksha, okay, we will get a cow and get land and produce milk and grains. If you don't Kshatriya, then if you are not a Brahmin, you are not Kshatriya, you are not, then what you become? Sudra. What you do? You serve these three classes of people. Means, okay, I cannot open my company, I am serving you, sir. I cannot be then I am serving you. So best thing is here, if you are chanting Hare Krishna, you are really bypassing all the things and you are becoming in the stage of not only the Brahman, they are top class Brahmanas. Isn't it? Top class Brahmanas. So here, so in these sections in the 20, how the king's Janaka's position is so glorified and by his prescribed duties. Just like, the sloka I am not remembering. Annad bhavanti bhutani, Parjanna anna sambhava, Parjanya, Yagya. What is the last one? Last sentence. That is the one which talks about the prescribed duties. Yagya karma. So that is the one which talks about the prescribed duties. The yagya is born from the prescribed duties. Just like Anna, which is coming from rain. Rain is coming from yagya, and yagya is coming from prescribed duties. So these prescribed duties is very, very important. And how to know what is the prescribed duties? How do you know your prescribed duties? Then you have to write geography practice, you have to do history, you have to study English.
According to the four Varna ashram, like
According to the four Varna, but we don't know what Varna and what ashram we are.
Brahman, Sudra, Kshatriya. You know your nature of what
Use the
kind
microphone. Yes.
Prabhuji, it's based on like my understanding. This is like the four things like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Sudra, and Vaishya. It's based on not by your birth, it's based on your quality or virtue you have, then you are counted in that. Either Brahman or
But
Kshatriya.
who decides that? How do you know that? I say myself, okay, I am a
Your
Vaishya.
own material nature, I think.
Your own material nature. So basically you are giving yourself as a decision maker that you are in this world.
Maybe your consciousness and what.
Yeah, I mean, even though if you know, let's say, okay, you know now that you are a Kshatriya, what are you going to do? You are going to join military? How do you do it? Suppose you know, okay, now I read it, okay, I know my quality is like this, so I'm a Kshatriya. Then you are going to join US Navy? So how does it matter? If you are a teacher and your quality is found out that you are a Kshatriya, then you are quitting teacher? So there is no such thing. So either by tendency, if you have qualified that much, then automatically you go to the job. That is passion-driven job. Suppose you are too much into cooking, no matter what you can do, you did BTech computer, but you will open a restaurant because your passion is there. But our passionate desire is not that much into the intrinsic karma, so we are not manifesting that much. We are in a lower level, maybe it's little bit here and there. So that's what earlier days we call jata karma. So that we know by forming jata karma, we predicted, okay, this guy will be this guy will be that. And then in the Vedic system, everybody is born into the family. A Brahmin son, generally they are Brahmins, a Kshatriya sons, they are generally Kshatriyas. It goes on like that. They do practice because they get ample opportunities. But nowadays we are all born in a IT era. So how do you know if you ask here, if I ask, how many of you wanted to join US Navy? No, Mataji, people say, don't ask us. We don't want to join. So similarly, how you don't want to join, that means you are situated in this, then how can you say? So there is a reciprocity of the law of karma. Likely one Brahmin can teach how many Kshatriyas as per Manusmriti? 9. And one Vaishya one Kshatriya can feed how many, maintain how many Vaishya? Add one more 9. 99. And one Vaishya one Kshatriya can do how many Vaishya? Maintain? Add one more 9. 9. And one Vaishya can appoint how many Sudras? Add one more 9. 9. It's very simple logic is given by Manusmriti. So just imagine one Brahmin in a millions of people, then one Brahmin only is enough. Only one Brahmin is enough. But you have 99,000 Sudras are there. You got it? So we may need how many? One Brahmin, then maybe 10 kings, and then each of them, you calculate that way. So in a millions of populations or 10 millions of population, you do not need a high quality. So Prabhupada's objective is not to we are not here to transform you, but we are coming to the stage of Brahminical stage. Prabhupada says if 1% of the population become Brahminical, then the world will be peaceful. So our goal is not to make 100%, just 1%. How many people in the world? 8 billion. 8 billion, 1% is how much?
80 million.
80 million. And how many population in Tri-Central Valley?
Less than
80,000.
100,000.
No,
Tri-Central Valley, no. We have at least
Maybe 250,000.
200,000.
250,000. 250,000, 1% is how much?
25,000.
25,000.
2,500.
Our goal is we have to reach 25,000 people. Is it doable? How do you reach? At least we give Bhagavatam and Gita in 25,000 people. And when we are building this, our ISKCON Tri-Central Valley Yoga Pit, our goal is to, at least in 10 years, we should bring people, 25,000 people to our center. Isn't it, Prabhuji? If there are 25,000 people become Krishna conscious, then you will see all around the crime will go down, then you will have honesty in the system, you will have peacefulness in the system, the meat eating will go down, you will have many vegetarian restaurants all around, and you will have Govindas. We are starting our Yoga Pit Snacks, which is the beginning. So please give a big round of applause to our Yoga Pit Snacks. So that is the advancement. We are thinking what to do with that, and because at least it will help. Prabhupada says that 10 miles, when you are building a center, 10 miles of the temple, nobody should go hungry. So with that vision we are trying. We cannot make it nobody goes hungry. We don't have that much of money to feed. But at least we are aiming that one day we'll have a big kitchen where we'll supply nice khichdi and raita to everyone who can come, at least one bowl. 25,000 people, they eat, their consciousness becomes purified. Because we're ready. By chanting, by eating Krishna Prasadam, your consciousness will be purified. Any other questions? 5 minutes and then use the microphone. Yes. So in the meantime, can somebody give the... Shraddha Mataji is here? Can somebody give the beads? Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Prabhu, for the wonderful lecture. So my question is, I find it like a little bit like counterintuitive to see that like the demons like have a spiritual master. So can you like explain like how they have a spiritual master and like what is the qualifications? Like what is Shukracharya's, right? Then what is his qualifications like to like be a spiritual master with you?
Yeah. So when God sends, He does not divide. This concept of spiritual master is there both in demoniac and divine society. The divine society, just like I was telling you yesterday, or not, which class I was giving in, I think ISV. So the demigods has 3 principal qualities. What are the 3 principal qualities? That they make collective decision, and they admit mistakes, and then they take shelter of Guru. However, for the demons, they make their independent decision. Means what I say, that's final. And then they don't admit their mistakes. But here the question of they admit spiritual master and God. Yes, they go to their spiritual master only to satisfy what their need will be. Not what the spiritual master has to say and you follow the command, but what I need to do with that concept of spiritual master. For example, do you think Duryodhana has spiritual master?
Yes.
Do you think Ravana has spiritual master? Do you think Kansa has spiritual master? Hiranyakasipu? Everybody has spiritual master. When Ravana also, does he consult with his ministers? Yes. But what he does? We cannot execute what his advice is coming because of his demoniac mentality barring him to execute the mode of goodness thinking. So the point is, yes, by God's grace, God is not so partial. So He has also given the system of Guru Parampara in the demoniac society. So that they also maintain, just like Prabhupada says, the thieves in the night, they go and steal. Then after they stole the money, 10 people, now we'll divide the wealth morally. So, the time we are doing immoral things, but after they are dividing, there is some morality there. So the point is, yes, they also follow their master. When the demons, you see, Bali Maharaj, he was the master for the demons. They follow what the commander is coming. Then the Bali Maharaj master is Sukracharya. So similarly, in Indra's master, the demigod spiritual master is Brihaspati, and the demon spiritual master is Sukracharya. But they know the concept of God, but he doesn't talk to attain the God. He talks only to attain opulence and attain enjoyment in this life. There are different types of gurus out there. Like you have a Shiksha Guru, you have a Astra Guru, you have a Nritya Guru, you have a Shastra Guru. You have all kind of gurus are there. So the gurus remains there in the human life as well as in the demon's life as well as in the demigod's life. But the ultimate guru who gives the science of self-realization, God realization, that is the Adhyatmic Guru, which is very rare to receive. And the demon might have, but sometimes they do not accept those paths of virtue. Just like Ravana, he takes the counseling of all the ministers and his spiritual master. But he says, okay, return. The spiritual master, all the Brahmins will come and they say, Ravana, return the Sita to Ram. Does it implement? He understands, he listens to them, but it doesn't implement them because his ego hurts. Oh, they are saying nice, it looks, but my ego is hurting. I can't do that. That's the demoniac. But demigods, when Lord Vishnu or Vasishtha or Brihaspati, they say that do things, then they will follow it. Even though their ego is hurting, they will transcend that. That is the difference between the demigods and the demons. Make sense? Any last question? Then we can go for chanting. From Mataji's side? Yes. Yes. Or two more, okay.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
In the slok 16,
Yes.
When Krishna is saying to Arjun, my dear Arjun, one who does not follow in a human life the cycle of the sacrifice, thus established by the Vedas, certainly leads a life of sin. Prabhuji means every day we are not able to follow like what it is written in the Vedas or according to Guru. Means we are increasing our sin day by day kind of a thing. If we want to do like every day, I feel ki I will wake up at 4 o'clock. I wake up at 4 o'clock, I do little bit and then again lie and do something else or maybe some office work. But not able to do. Means it's my intention to do but not able to do. And after that even I feel guilty the whole day. Oh, I said to myself I committed that and not able to do that. And it's happening like everyday kind of a thing. So how we can make that and so that our sin will not increase?
Yeah, I think that is not a sin. It's a practice, irregularity. So, which is a discipline. It's a question of discipline. Sin is the one where you are committing against the principles and cereal. That's it. Eating meat. Is it a practice of discipline? No, it is you are committing things and you are incurring sin. Right? So cheating, money, or adding poison in somebody's things, etc., these are all part of the sin. For us, when we are feeling guilty, instead of becoming too much guilty, rather than practice in a way that you can regulate yourself, just like as per the Vedic scriptures and our gurus, what he says, you sleep 6 hours in a day. That is the standard, right? So out of 24 hours, you sleep 6 hours, and 2 hours we do dedicate for chanting and whatsoever, reading and etc. And then you go for work. But it is indiscipline if you are sleeping 12 hours or 11 hours or 10 hours, much more than. You need to count yourself where your clock starts and where your clock ends. That means you are consuming too much. If you are also sleeping 3 hours, probably you are like Paramahansa stage or so. But nevertheless, in a regularly, Prabhupada says 6 to 7 hours sleep is nicer because it also brings your intelligence back functioning well. But if you are going, so that is the one discipline. So similarly, if you are saying quota of chanting 16 rounds, there are various people who comes in a different spiritual practice. They may be performing different things. For us, let's say you are defining a chapter a day, reading Bhagavad Gita there, some chapter, 8 chapter, 15 chapter, 10 chapter, whatsoever, or 5 slokas. When you are defining yourself, you maintain your discipline. But in terms of sin, what he's saying is Krishna is more gearing towards Rajadharma here. Rajadharma means Arjuna wants to flee away from the battlefield. That is a kind of he's saying that it is sin, So that is the thing he's pointing out. But translating to our localized versions, that fleeing away means as a human being, as we are born, we must also perform discharge our duties. And our duties is there is a Naimitika Dharma and there is Sanatana Dharma. So in the name of Sanatana Dharma, you cannot compromise Naimitika Dharma, and in the name of Naimitika Dharma, you cannot compromise Sanatana Dharma. And what is Sanatana Dharma is the science of the soul, and Naimitika Dharma is the science of the body. Because you have to do it. You have to go and take bath, you have to get food for yourself, go and walk. These are Naimitika Dharma. And Sanatana Dharma is the spiritual things, which you are chanting and all. Are you earning money because chanting? No. You are reading Bhagavad Gita, is somebody paying you money? No. Because you are doing Sanatana Dharma, it is your duty. But when you are going to your work, 4 hours you are working, you are getting paid for it. And because you are getting paid, so you are maintaining your body. So you cannot also sacrifice your Naimitika Dharma as long as you are in the Grihastha Ashram. Okay? Last one person. Then we'll have chanting.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, my question is about forgiveness, right? So, as a devotee, we should forgive. So, it's about Mahabharata. Why Draupadi was not able to forgive Dusasana? Because after his death, she was, it felt like barbaric, right? To ask about his blood. So, as a devotee, why she was not able to forgive?
Yes, did you not hear? Draupadi is a Brahmin. She is a Kshatriyani. There is no question of forgiveness for Kshatriya.
But then, what's about the devotee? So
Yes. So first of all, just like when you say, let me give you an example, okay? One day a snake came into a burrow of a hole, and he entered, and there are 4 rabbits, a mother rabbit and 3 rabbits. And she said, I'm a snake, I am becoming a good man, and please allow me to stay with you. Then the rabbit said, no, he convinced. Then she said, okay. Then before going, he bite one rabbit and went. Next day he came, and he was, oh no, I'm changed myself, I transformed myself, and blah blah blah, and please allow me to come inside. Then out of so much things, again that snake came. Again he gave a big lecture and all the things. Next day when he was leaving, again he bought another rabbit in the left. When the 3rd day he came, he saw there is a concrete in the hole. Then from outside he was saying, you guys are so unfair. You're not even, there is no forgiveness in your mind. There is no liberal thinking in your, etc., etc. So he was saying, but they didn't open. So the point is, there is no kindness for endless pain. You cannot endure endless pain and be kind. So you must act. So for Draupadi, it is not an easy thing. In front of her family members, her husband, disrobing someone like such a gentle and a queen, a princess, is it an easy thing to remove from her mind? Impossible. He cannot be forgiven. What she did is right, because Krishna in his heart, Krishna didn't allow her to forgive him. Because that's what the Mahabharata war is. And she is herself a Kshatriya. So that I mentioned. So if tolerance doesn't mean, forgiving doesn't mean a weakness. You must at the same time enduring strength. But just I gave an example. So you need to know where to stop it. Where do I tolerate? Your husband is beating you 10 times every day, and you are enduring, I'm tolerating. It's not a tolerance. No, so they definitely need to draw a line. What is tolerance means, and what is your self-dignity means, and where forgiveness comes. If he has corrected, because there is a guy who is drinking wine and coming and hitting his wife every day, and after that he's forgiving. Okay, in the morning, forgive me. It goes on. But what is the value of the forgiveness? Then you need to the forgiveness. The outcome is you quit drinking wine, isn't it? Then only the forgiveness has a value. Otherwise, as I said, there is no enduring pain, endless pain. With kindness has no meaning. So one must draw a line. So whatever Draupadi did is perfectly fine. First of all, she is a Kshatriyani, she is not a Brahmin. And secondly, that is Krishna is in super soul. Krishna even didn't allow her to forgive this Dushasana, because that's the Mahabharata war central theme, that Krishna will be troubled if Draupadi forgives them. There is no Mahabharata war. He wants to kill our 64 million people there. Okay?
It was Prabhuji Adhram, we consider like Yada Yada Hidramashya Kalani Bhakti Bharata. Because they did the Adhram, so that's why Krishna.
Yes. So there is also adharma people do for the Brahmins, even though, what is that? You kill my son, Vasishta's sons are killed, then it is also adharma. But Brahmin can take forgiveness. Even though somebody does injustice, still they can be forgiving. Haridas Thakur has beaten in the street, 21 marketplace, with whips. Is it dharma? Dharma, adharma. But he forgave, because he is a pure Vaishnava. That is the difference, where the forgiveness will come. But in our lower level, don't apply higher forgiveness. First you try to uplift yourself, then you apply, because if you do, it will be too contradictory. You apply as much possible and then develop the kindness. So that's called balanced way. Otherwise you will be in big problem. You will cry every day, oh, I'm forgiving, I'm crying. What is the point then? Isn't it? I'm crying, I'm forgiving, but I'm crying myself in my heart. I'm keeping grudges, I'm forgiving. Is it forgiving? No. So it's a bigger chapter of discussion. So let's chant, okay? Can I get one bead also, my? So everybody has a bead? So we'll chant Prabhupada's Pranam Mantra. So you know how to hold this bead? Not touch the index finger, thumb and the middle finger. Hold the bead, chant one mantra, pull, then go to the next one. It is 108, okay? Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sannivadi Pascharta Desatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Harinam Sankirtan ki. Somebody collect the beads and keep it back. So how do you feel? It's very enchanting and very powerful. So before we go to our next program, we'd like to request our kids to come for the nursing prayer. And the last one they will sing. If somebody can bring them in here nearby. So we'd like to also thank. Wait, Sriji Priya Mataji. Haribol. We'd like to thank for our cook today. And Suresh Prabhuji has made now thank you notes. Sriji Priya and Purvi, please give them a big round of applause. And now we have, earlier we used to get 1 month, 1 slot, now 2 months, 1 slot. Hopefully we are getting in 3 months, 1 slot. Because a lot of volunteers are coming to do the cooking service. That's nice. So there are a few announcements. 2, 3. Manteka temple tomorrow I am giving a class. Those who are nearby, I think Neeraj Prabhu and Siddhartha, you are coming? Yes, some of people are, those live nearby Manteka, they are coming. So if you are around, please come. And also on Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. I am also giving a spiritual talk in Dublin Temple, Hanuman Temple. So if you are around, so we have our Triveni Sangam, so we'll combine that. Triveni Sangam broadcast as well as in-person Hanuman Temple. So they are inviting me to give a talk on nursing Bhagavad. And Sunday evening also ISKCON Berkeley, I am giving a talk on not Hanuman, Narsingadev. So Saturday, not Sunday, Saturday. So this coming Saturday we will not have a class here in Yogpit because of the Narsinga Chaturdasi. So we are requesting the devotees to either go to ISKCON Silicon Valley if you are close by, or ISKCON Berkeley, whichever is comfortable for you. So ISB program will be announced, we will publish it. Both it will be morning and evening. If you can't go in morning, evening you can go. Or also in the Berkeley, the program is announced. Suresh Prabhuji can publish in our WhatsApp group also. So this is one announcement for the program. As we are not having the class next week, which is on 10th, so 17th is also Little Krishna Kids, a big festival for the kids. So Ananda Vrindavan is there, she is leading. So it will be in Pleasanter Senior Center. There will be class here, moderately, we will open up. But those who are coming, and many of you will be there, very less people may be here. So if you are planning to come here, we will have the class here. Leelanandani is going to set up the class. And also we will have our Pleasanter Little Krishna Kids Festival for 17th. If you wanted to volunteer, you can also ask Ananda Vrindavan if you want to volunteer in any of the services, either in the reception, registration, in stage, and in also in our food stall, or any other things. So, or your kids, if you're a teenager or so, they wanted to volunteer, we'll also give some credit, volunteer hours credit for them. That is on 17th. Okay? And 24th, Harisankirtan Prabhu will lead the class here. 24th? Yeah, 24th. That is the month of May. We are a little bit of many programs in this one. And 31st, there is a special devotee. What is his name? Rohini Priya Prabhu. A brahmachari, he will be giving a class on 31st of May. So this is the month of May's announcement. And in addition to that, also we have launched the Yoga Pit snacks. Who has seen the flyer? You like it? So Yoga Pit snacks, this is just a beginning. We are going to have much more. So the Yoga Pit snacks, can somebody go in my car? The things is there. Can you get it? This is the Jeep here. Let me open it. The sadhana is there. Can you get it? So just before it comes, let me tell you. So the reason we are doing for twofold, because we want to generate funds. And first thing is we wanted to have people to practice to giving, because the power of giving is very important. And instead of giving a blank giving, we wanted to do a reciprocal. Just like I was talking to Scout boys, they sell some cookies and things like that. So the devotees who has come my home, Ananda Brindavan, Prema Madhuri, Varsha, Lucy, and Pulkit, and that's all. So yeah, 5 or 6 the volunteers, they came and they spent 4 hours and they produced. So can you open the box probably? 2, 3. Okay. So these are like small box, and we have a Yogpit stickers was made by Suresh Prabhuji. So we are requesting devotees to donate. These are all prasadam, Jagannath prasadam offered to Lord Jagannath. So this is Jagannath Khaja, and it's Goranga wafers, and Giriraj bites, and what is the last one? Ananta spirals. There is Ananta spirals. It's likely Ananta says you've seen. It's like Ananta spirals. So when you are consuming also, you will have. So there are much more things will come, like for your breakfast, like cereals and bread and some bakery stuffs in probably in the June, because May is very tight. We are doing a lot of events. So we are going to have it for your satisfaction. So this thing is $9.99, and today also is a good day. I believe Hari Sankirtan set up the credit card machine, what is that square machine? So he'll be able to swipe it easily because people don't have cash. So this is the announcement for this one. And also, in order to help it out, if you are at creative ideas to make cooking or something, you are most welcome to contribute. Your service will be rendered, and we are trying to gather the money for the center, because we are trying to get $50,000 in order to take our steps of renting a property. So nonetheless, we have got almost 20%, which is not bad, of our goal. Just like we set up our goal in the beginning for a digital goal that we wanted to have 100 YouTube subscriber, we got 101. Please give a big round of applause to all of you. So we have 101 subscribers just last week. So that's a great thing. And Facebook, we tried to 250 followers. So we got 377 followers. And for our digital other platform like X and TikTok, so we are targeting for 50. So right now we are 30 or something. In the Instagram and all, these are a little bit of low engagement. But we are targeting for 50. We are very close to achieve that. And also WhatsApp, we made a goal of by end of 1 year, which will be in June or July. Ananda, when did we start in July?
July 20th we started last year.
I think June, I think July 20th? Okay. So July 20th, we wanted to have all these things, and also for WhatsApp, we wanted to achieve a 500 members. Right now we have 445 or so. So please, we are very close, 95%. So our digital campaign, and those who have not watched the YouTube, I would highly see it has been designed so nicely. You can look into your phone, the YouTube, our ISKCON Tricentennial Unit channel, and you'll see the clips and the classes and everything. It's segregated separately. Our guest speakers, the parenting classes, the children classes, and Gita wisdom classes with different clips. I would highly recommend to at least look for it. And it is Suresh Prabhuji who is very brilliant. He's doing our media. He's our media and communication director. No doubt he's been doing a lot of services and managing the newsletter along with Varsha. And also this service is amazing. Really, I would suggest if you have not gone, you can go now and see how our YouTube, the channel looks like, the contents and all. It's very well designed to help you. Because nevertheless, after 2 years, you will have volumes of contents. We have contents from Harivansh Prabhu, we have contents from many brahmacharis visiting, Prabhupada disciples visiting, etc. So that is nicer to keep all those recordings. What else? You have anything?
Yeah. Hare Krishna. I wanted to add that we have also started a fundraising drive looking at the contacts who are the owners, business owners, shop owners here, Indians who want to sponsor, and Prema Madhuri,
approached many of them, and one of them she donated today $108.
Very good. We are looking for also 10 called the 3000 cap member. 10 people who can donate $3,000 for 2 years, for 1 year, at least a year. So we got 3 so far. So I think 2 committed, one, my son, he works in TikTok. He donated 3,000, and my brother-in-law. I calling 10 of them, one of them said I will give. So 2 of them, please give them. That's the thing, and $5,000 we collected in our holy festival here. So that's what we are almost more than 25% of our goal of 50,000. So when we are achieving 25%, I don't doubt that we will not make it. So we'll try to have it. So once we get that one, we will definitely have this renting place, because there are a lot of leasing areas here, but they don't give us because they think we are kind of immature and not, what do you call the yoga, they don't understand what you're doing. So they wanted to give to a business which is like the Best Buy, UPS, all kind of branded people, because these 2 sites are open, but they are not offering us, and it is too much also. We can afford $3,000 right now with the amount of expenses what you can do, and hopefully will be sustainable, self-sustainable. And I gave this the Yog Pit snacks today to Mother Nirkula. Those who don't know, Vaisheshika Prabhu is our GVC head of our center also, as well as ISB, and his wife, his name is Nirkula, they are Prabhupada disciples. So I gave this one, and she was very happy. She said, please give your feedback if it is spicy, because they are not Indian, they are Western bodies, those who don't know, they are American. So I want them to test and give some feedback how it is. And Jagrini, another Prabhupada disciple, she lives in Alachua. She sent me that please send me in EPS. So I'm going to send a few boxes to her, and she's going to also give feedback for our cook. Then we can optimize. So we'll take the feedback and optimize from both Vaisheshika Prabhu, Nirkula Mataji, and Jagrini Mataji. So let's see how it goes. And with this, the kids are here. If any other announcement?
No.
So you understand? 10th, there is no class. You are saying something? 10th, there is no class. 17th, there is a Little Krishna Kids Festival, but there will be class here. So 10th, please go to any temple, either ISB or ISKCON Berkeley, whichever is closer to you. The function will be there in the evening there. We will not have a class on 10th here. Okay? Let them come for, please come for nursing Aarti. Somebody can do the flowers offering preparation after. And come here. Yes. Yeah, sorry. Take it up. You can fix it. There is another mic also. Can give the another mic. You want to play? Okay, let me turn this camera towards you so that your beautiful faces are visible.
Sure.
Okay, come closer so that you can see this.
Shri लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, प्रेमानंद महाप्रसादे गोविंदे, नमो ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे, पुण्यविदं राजन्, विश्वासो निवजायते, शरीरा विद्याजाल है कल, जीव फैले विषय सागरे, चारों मध्य जीवाय होती, लोभोमय सुदुर्मति, आके देता कलिर संसारे, कृष्ण बड़ा दयामय, हरि बारे जीवा जय, सप्रसादम नदी लोभाय, अमृत पावो, राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ, को चैतन्य निकाय, जय निमाय जय निताय, श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य, प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। भगवत श्री महाप्रसादम की और प्रेमानंदे
Please come and take prasadam.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna, our broadcast is over for today.